She wanted to write about the questions around gender, which is so common at the moment. She wanted to interview J.K. Rowling. She wanted to interview Martina Navratilova. She wanted to interview Maya Forstater, who run the case. She wanted to interview Alison Bailey. She was told by The Guardian she couldn't interview any of those people, and that those stories were too controversial. They were best written by the health writers, all of whom are men, by the way. She was also not allowed to follow up the investigation that the Telegraph started into mermaids. And eventually she got to the stage where she thought, actually, I'm leaving. So she's gone to the Sunday Times. I think the thing that distresses me about this all the way through this debate, and, you know, I'm somebody who started Stonewall, and the way we managed to do what we did, I was there at the beginning, other people took it on, was debating, discussing, finding common ground with people about stuff which would make life decent and easy for gay people. Yeah. What I don't understand is the no debate culture. I don't understand this idea that The Guardian will simply say, no, we're clamping down on it. I just think it's authoritarian, and I think it's hideous. It happens on the right and it happens on the left, and those of us in the centre are just being marginalised by it.
Happened to your friend Suzanne as well.
Suzanne Moore, yes, she also left as well. But you know, I just find this notion that you don't discuss stuff with people you don't agree with, I find that totally bizarre.
Lewis?
It's The Guardian. What do you expect from The Guardian? The Guardian is not a newspaper. It's a political propaganda vehicle for wokeism. So
didn't used to be, though. Didn't used to be.
It didn't used to be.
It was a solid left-wing paper with a very, you know, profoundly important history in the development of left-wing ideas.
And to be fair, the first story we talked about tonight is a solid bit of journalistic investigation.
Yeah, but it's
not that it's not capable
of it. It's anti-Tory.
No, I think it's anti-corruption.
Well, being anti-Tory is fine, because if Hadley Freeman was trying to write about the trans issue from the perspective of does this infringe on women's rights, and that is what she was trying to do, The Guardian should be solidly behind her. I mean, that should be absolutely... If anything, you know, the proposition that trans is an attempt by men to shut down women, which is, you know, one of the arguments, that kind of feels like it's a right-wing, you know what I mean? It's like an entrenched, it's like the patriarchy trying to reassert itself through the back door.
But The Guardian has taken on the cause of the trans community. So that's the rules. The rules is, what does The Guardian believe? The Guardian believes that women should be quiet about the trans issue. So she just didn't play along. She was working for the wrong newspaper, and she went over to the...
Well, she wasn't for 15 years. I mean, that's the point.
You're absolutely right, though. It is interesting how the gay debate, and I know Andrew Sullivan has said the same thing in America as well, the gay debate was advanced slowly, like patiently, through like reasoned discussion and debate. And a lot of people who maybe 20 years ago were not in favour of gay marriage have now seen the enormous success it's been, and you barely hear a murmuring against it. The trans thing began almost immediately. Our existence is not up for debate.
One figure for you. 2016, the question was asked in the British Attitude Survey, do you think people should be able to change the sex on their birth certificate?
Right.
52% of people said yes.
Right.
2022, same question, 39% of people said yes. And the number of people who said no went up by 70%. That is not, on any level, a successful campaign.
That's a very interesting observation.